Hello everybody and welcome to the finest football club TV in the land. It is season 4, episode 2 of the Kcca Fc TV show, a platform where you get all the latest of updates when it comes to Kcca Fc. And like I told you last week that if you're looking for how to spend 45 minutes of your precious time on a weekend, look no further than the Kcca Fc TV show every Sunday, 9:30 to 10:15 p.m. on NBS Sport, a channel that is championing Ugandan sport, where you get a plethora of information and updates when it comes down to Kcca Fc TV. My name is Magero Moses Mwanje and I'm your host. You and I are definitely walking this journey together. Now to start off this week's episode, we'll start with the special feature. Last week, remember we had a special feature, and then for this week, we have two youngsters, teenagers that have recently represented Uganda, that is the Uganda Hippos side, in the Ccafa Championships. These guys were champions with the Uganda team, and that is Faiso Wabiona and the player in Haruna Lukwago. Both of them just joined Kcca Fc in the recent transfer window. And these players were champions with Uganda, and they will also have a chance to play in the AFCON Under 20 next year, that is in Egypt, 2023. We had a candid chat with them, and that is our one and only Iminaraxi that is in the field just to catch up with these guys to find out what it exactly meant for them to be part of that winning side. How was camp, that is when they were still in Uganda before they traveled to Sudan, and what it meant to be like playing for the Uganda Under 20 side. We have everything that happened during this interview. Have a look.
These gentlemen were amazing, and I just want to bring to you like what the experience was. For me personally, I'm hoping to get more like of that juice. What happened? First of all, when you were called on the national team, what did it feel like? I understand that it was your first time. How did it feel like?
I was so excited and blessed for that opportunity, and I just couldn't believe it was me that moment.
Oh well, I know. I mean, like, of all people, of all nice players, of all very good players, it was you that day. Like, what, when your name came on the list, what did you think? Did you think you'd actually even make it to the Ccafa?
Yeah, after I saw my name on the list, I had to prepare myself. Yeah.
Oh, great. You had to prepare. He prepared himself. Like, I know that is the first thing we do when we're called for something that's great. Preparation. And for you, like Pfizer, what did it feel like? What did it feel like when you were called? And I understand that probably it's not your first, right?
Yes, I was very happy because they called me for the second time, so I had to prepare myself and go work hard.
Go work hard, prepare yourself. But it is your second time, right? I understand.
Yes, it was my second time.
So for you, what does that mean? If it is your second time, what does that mean? What does that mean to you in your professional game?
I am adding to, I'm working hard so that I can make it one day.
Okay, and so you're trying hard so you can make it one day. What do you mean when you say make it? What is that one thing that you would like? The one thing that, you know, you want football to bring to you?
I want to be a professional player.
And you already won?
I want to make it too.
You want to make it to the national team? Who is your ideal player? Like like the person that you look up to?
I look up Moses Waiswa.
Interesting. This is very good to hear. This is very good to know. I understand. Obviously, it's exciting being called to represent, you know, the national team. Besides all this, I know that there are preparations while you're going to the Ccafa. There's screening. I'm sure they bring a lot of people. Like that moment, were you feeling like I'm going to make it? I'm sure there were competitions, right? You guys all had competitions. Did you think you'd make it competing with those other people?
Yeah, like when we were in the camp there, and the competition was stiff.
So you have a camp? What is the camp like?
Camp, just like it's a place. It was in Kcca Hotel. Yeah, we resided there as we always training. The competition was stiff, but I knew I had the capability to make it.
Interesting. It's good to know yourself. It's good, and I'm sure you'll reach good heights. What about you? It is your second time You have already been there before. Did you find any challenges? Like, did something challenge you this time?
Yes, I found challenges because there were players from outside countries, so you had to make hard to make it again.
There are players from outside countries, so you had to make it. Like, you have to work hard and make it again. It is very, very interesting. For me, it is exciting. Like, what is, besides, this whole good news, you're called, you make it to the nationals. Now we know you made it. You went to Sudan. That's where the tournament was. That whole journey for you, it's your first time. What is something that you think you learned from this whole experience?
To me, first of all, I'll first thank Allah, the Almighty, because it was even my first time to board into the plane.
Aren't you like feeling ashamed to say that it was your first time?
No, it was my first time. Yeah, at first I was fearing it, but I got used to it.
What was it like going to the plane, and in like what is that feeling when the plane is taking off? How did you feel?
Like I reached an extent when I felt like vomiting. Yeah.
Oh no, because the turbulence.
Yeah, the turbulence. Yeah.
Oh no. Oh wow. That's for you. I'm not going to ask you this question because it's not your first time. It's not your first time boarding a plane, from what I understand. But did you guys sit together? Did you go? Were you separated?
Yeah, we're separated. As you know, when you're getting the ticket, sometimes you don't sit together with people you came with.
Right. So you guys didn't sit together. You didn't miss each other. No.
We didn't, because
Oh wow, you got new friends. Which friend did you make? Who was that person that now you know that this is my connection now? This is my friend.
I had a friend there called Mugisha from UPDF.
Mugisha. I think one time I'll have to meet Mugisha. How come you made friends with him?
We started being friends during academy levels.
Oh wow, so you met then again. Oh nice. For you, I know like there's so much that you would share with us, but just one thing that strikes me, it is your second time. You're still young. There is these opportunities that are presenting yourself. Do you think that you have worked hard to deserve them?
Yes, I deserved that opportunity to go back.
You deserved it.
I deserved it.
What makes you think you deserved it? You work hard. What is it about you that you want to tell a child out there to do?
That a child there should also work hard, pray to God. His time will come.
Their time will come. So for you, believe this is your time, and I'm sure this is also your time, right? And for you, maybe there's so many opportunities. There is something interesting about being in Kcca. Besides all this, you're called out of Kcca, you're representing Kcca. What does it feel like from amongst your friends to be the ones representing the club?
First of all, I know all this comes through prayers, hard work, and everything. Yeah. So also coach trusted us, Coach Molly. I thank him for that. He trusted us. I know he was among the people who selected both of us to go and represent the club. Yeah.
It's amazing how far all of us have come. It's amazing, you guys, how humble you are. It's good. Just like you have said, the advice that you have given us, I hope you take it for yourselves, and I hope and pray that you go to greater heights. That the next show we'll have you guys up there. All right. Okay. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for following us. Let's stay connected. And Moses, thank you.
That is Iminaraxi with that's a chat with those two youngsters, teenagers, Faizo Wabiona and Haruna Lukwago. We did not only have those two when it comes down to football that was happening in Sudan, that is in Sekafa. We also had a player in Juma Ibrahim, but did not have that interview. Remember, Juma Ibrahim is going on loan to CD Leganés in Spain. But wish him all the best. So that is about Haruna Lukwago and Faizo Wabiona. It's a docu-series, and we shall have part 2 of that one next week, where they will be breaking down for the viewers what exactly happened in Sudan when the Uganda Hippos won the Sekafa Championships, and what it will mean for them if they make the final squad that will travel to Egypt for the AFCON Under-20 in 2023. That's all about the special feature for this week. Now, last week we had the behind the scenes for that game that we hosted at the MTN Omondi Stadium when we played Vipers early in October. For this week's behind the scenes moments come from that game between Kcca Fc versus Blacks Power. Now, for the behind the scenes, these are moments that you never get to watch. Things that happen, for example, in the dressing room, things that happen before you fans get down to the stadiums, that is on game day, things that happen at halftime. That game was 0-0 when it got to halftime. But do you know what happened in the dressing rooms just shortly before the players went back to turn that result to make it 4-1 at full time? We have all the pictures because our camera crew was recording all the things just for you. So enjoy this.
Don't complicate situations when under pressure. Gwe kenyini ali mu situation gwe businga okumanya n'okufiiringa ekiriwo. Tetuyinza okugamba ekimu naye gwe ngolaba kirala. Oyinza okwagala okukyuka naye toli balanced. Naawe n'okuwa support. Toddamu omusobi yaabwe twakola mu training. Ojja omupiira gw'olina okuyisa toguwa mujuzi ali gol ate bagali mujuzi yakoze eki. Let us try to be uniform nga tuli mu kisaawe. Tulya banange because mistake yo si yo wekka. Mistake ya tiimu yonna. Munno oba osesinzania mugambe kola kino yisa tokyuka tudde tumuyambe. Okay guys? Let us be very, very, very humble about that. Tubeere bayala tetukkiriza slide. Make blocks. Tetukkiriza muntu kuba mpira mu golo yaffe. Ebyo ebintu ebireeta goal. Tetubikkiriza. Tetukikkiriza banna ate ffe tukube mpira. Alan, you have to take like 7 to 10 shots today. Ne swervings mu area. Nawe Osama. Nawe Mugume. Nawe Kakondo kikuwe tayari usigeuke na mpira. Wewe cheza na wale utapoteza. Cheza na huyo amekupa kwa ajili kifua yake bado nakiona. Mrudishie. Ukimrudishia wewe geuka weka yako huko. Akikuja atapiga mpira golini utaweza ufunge tu. Usikawie na mpira. Utakawia nao. Utakawia na mpira hiyo kama wewe iko peke yako, kifua yako kiko bugolo naenda. Ya? Lakini ukikue kifua kiko sehemu yetu. Cheza raka, cheza raka, cheza raka. Wape waende mbele watakukuta huko. Right, yes, prepare you.
Well, there you have it. Those are the behind the scenes of that game between Kcca Fc and Blacks Power. That game ended 4-1 in favor of Kcca Fc at the MTN Omondi Stadium. Alan Okello scoring a brace together with a player in Rogers Matt who also scored a brace in that one. fantastic goals on the evening. My best moment for the behind the scenes comes for the halftime. Remember, that game was 0-0, like I said earlier on, and you saw how the players almost ate each other up just at the break when they felt that they should have done better. Well, those are some of the things that you never get to see around, but then Kcca Fc TV will be bringing you this and more. We'll be taking a break, and when we return, we have still so much to talk about, including something new on the show called the Yellow Corner. After this break. Now welcome back from that break. We'll start off with the Soccer Academy Watch, and for this week's Soccer Academy Watch we feature a youngster, Senior 4 Vakist, just recently finished his UCE papers. That is a player in Dennis Semuju, a player that is playing with the Kcca Fc Soccer Academy. He recently scored his first goal for the academy. That was against SC Villa Junior team. That game happened at the MTN Omondi Stadium last week. And that was the second game for the FUFA Juniors League. We caught up with the player to find out what are his objectives and goals with the Soccer Academy and what are his plans for the vacation, because these guys are going to have about 3 months of the vacation. That is for the Form 4 students. He's a player, like I told you, at Chibuli SS, won with them the Copa games, that secondary games, and also won with Chibuli the East African Secondary School Games. So much we discussed with this player. So, in case you missed it, which I'm quite sure most of you did, have a look.
I have sat for my UCE final exams at Jubilee SS. The examinations have not been that hard, but more of being tricky. But I think time to come, I'm going to be successful when my exams come back. And my easiest paper was geography, because I think I did enough revision. I had like 3 to 2 days of reading before doing that paper, and I pray that I be successful in it. My hardest paper, it was physics, because I wasn't that good in physics, but some other sciences I was good, but that was my hardest science. But inshallah, I think I'll be successful in it too. After Senior 4, after the release of my examinations, and that I'll be aware that I've passed, since the VAC is around 3 to 4 months, I have many plans during this VAC, and my main aim is to at least stage a legacy at Kcca, to play fine football, because I think I'm at the best club in Uganda. Even there are some other small-scale businesses that I'm taking on at home, like chicken rearing, goat rearing. I've started that at home, and I think I may be successful in it too. I will give it time, and I will try to balance the time here at the pitch and at home. I think Kcca FC, I found it not that bad. It's a good club. It's a club that has coaches that can give a chance to the best players, that can give a chance to those players that are good and they are willing to work with them so that they can make them successful.
Now, like I told you, we have something special this week called the Yellow Corner. The Yellow Corner is something that will be about the fans, where the fans get to sit down with one of us and tell you what is on their minds, what they feel for the football club. This particular one, the fans were talking about their fondest memories and the moments that they have at the MTN Omondi Stadium, and also who their best Kcca FC player is and why. Also, we told them to describe the current Kcca FC team that is today. We caught up with these fans, and one person called Sharon Mugabi had a very fantastic chat with his fans.
Kcca eno njiwagidde emyaka 23 eyanjagaza okuwagira omupiira wa Kcca yali Sekajja, Ibrahim Sekajja, ng'asambira ewamboga awo Kataka, ng'amala ng'adduka ku makya ng'agenda okusamba omupiira, ng'agenda e Lugogo. Nenjagala nnyo n'engatto ngikwatako, nenjagala nnyo ttiimu eno, era njagala nnyo n'abaana bennina bakyagala. Kakati ebintu bikyuse, kuba kati mutukwata ku TV luli tibyaliwo kituufu. Waliwo ebikyuse, waliwo n'ebiganye. Luli twabeeranga ne molaalo nga ebeera nga mbaga, nga Kcca egenda samba Villa, Kcca egenda kusamba express nga tetwebaka na kwebaka. Mulaalo oyo mbadde mbasaba aba club mubagambe mwe musobola batuukira kubanga ffe tuli wala nabo tuli Kawempe bo babeera Lugogo, mubagambe bannaayo tujjukire club yaffe kubanga mmanyi omwagizi ono asooka bwemuguze omujoozi omwagizi oli omunene agula mitini naye ffe tugula emijoozi n'obeera ne layini y'emijoozi nga mingi. Mbadde mbasaba twongeremuko okujukiza abawagizi baffe.
Kati gwe emyaka gy'omaze ng'owagira Kcca luli kyali kitya era kati kiri kitya?
Luli vibe yali y'amaanyi era ze zino ovulo ze tulimu abamu twejjukanya naye kati simanyi buwagizi wawe bwabulira, ne bwe t-shirt baleese nnyingi naye ne bwe ziggwako tetulaba waje bazikanyuga ffe tuzironde, kye kizibu ekiriwo. N'ekirala kiva kufa abawagizi oba kubatutwala. Luli wajjangaawo ng'oli w'e Kawempe nga bakumanyi nga bakuwa tiketi naye kati tewali, bakuyitako buyisi. Lugogo takyalina vibe nga luli, mulimu abatumalamu amaanyi.
Ate engoma zo kyazikuba?
Engoma era tetukyakuba. Kawempe weetali era tetukyakuba ngoma, byonna byali bya Kawempe. Bandi go kyaziraba? Twalinanga bandi, twalinanga akadodi, ebintu bingi bye twali tuyina naye bo bakama baffe batumalamu amaanyi ng'abawagizi.
Kilabu yaffe eno njagala era njiwagidde newankubadde saali wa kilabu eno okuva mu ntandikwa eri emabega. Saali wa kilabu eno nasikirizibwa omupiira gwe yasambanga n'abawagizi bo bennyini be nasangamu nensobola okyuka okuva gye nali nenzija mu kilabu yaffe eno naliwo express. Omupiira akawo ke basama nga bakanso ne obuwagizi bwe baalina kyekyansikiriza okusobola okujja mu kanso eno njiwagire ate nenjiwagira era nenjagala nnyo.
Twabeeranga bangi era nga kitwagala tukola ki tukyagala era nga ogana n'okulya emmere olekawo sente z'akamezi ogano zireka awaka n'ogamba ngenda kulaba mupiira naye kaakati olwaleero bali abasunzi bano abasiiba mataayi ababeere mu VIP ne bajja tugende tulabe ku mupiira tebalina byakukola era bali ku sente za gavumenti bo kasita bava mu ofiisi ng'asaninga ng'amaze osayininga talina kyagenda kukola b'ofiisi avaamu saa 8 kangendeko e Lugogo mpise ku budde. Well, there you have it, guys. Fans talking about their fondest and best memories as Kcca FC fans, and also why exactly they started supporting this club, their best player, and why that player. We'll be having more of the Yellow Corner every week where the fans will tell us different things about the club, different aspects, what they feel of the club, what they feel of the current players, where they think the club should be. This is basically their corner, like we called it the Yellow Corner. We'll be taking a short break, and when we return, so much to discuss about the Star Times Uganda Premier League next week between Kcca FC and SC Villa, the biggest football clubs in Uganda, after this break. Now welcome back from that break. It's a fresh game week, that is for next week, and the upcoming fixture is the biggest game. You can call it the biggest game in Ugandan football because we have the teams or the clubs that have won the most local titles. Call it the Star Times Uganda Premier League titles because Villa have won 16 and Kcca FC have won 13, just a difference of 3. So this Friday, we're yet to get to know the venue where this game will happen, but Kcca FC visit SC Villa. That will be in match day 9. Just to look at the numbers ahead of this one, in the last 23 games played between Kcca FC and SC Villa, Villa have won 3 and Kcca FC have won 10. Both sides have drawn 10 times, while SC Villa have been able to score 18 goals, while Kcca FC have been able to score 30 goals. Points for both clubs, 19 points for SC Villa in the last 23 games, while Kcca FC have 40 points from the last 23 games. That's all about the numbers ahead of this one. And I'll tell you, we have some players that are playing for SC Villa, players in Kafumbe, Joseph, that have previously played for Kcca FC, a graduate of the Kcca FC Soccer Academy, now right now playing for the SC Villa senior team, also previously played for the Kcca FC senior team. Also a player in Charles Ruanga, a graduate of the Sports Club Villa junior team, also played for the SC Villa senior team and currently playing for Kcca FC senior team. You get to see that there are some players that have previously played for both sides. And if you go to look, I mean, at a game that really bring out, let me see, the vibe that you really love as a fan. This is the game, because a game like this one, the coaches really do not even need to say much. This is a game where the players themselves will have to lift themselves. Remember, it's a game that is going to be played behind closed doors because of that ban that FIFA just had to give to the club that is in SC Villa because of the hooliganism that happened in one of their previous games. So we'll be getting to know shortly where that game will be played. But ahead of this one, we caught up with players in Rogers Mato and Geoffrey Waswa, a former player of SC Villa, and they had to tell us what exactly a game like this means and how prepared Kcca Fc is ahead of this game. Have a look.
I understand the game, it will be very heavy, and I think for us we are ready to do anything or to put up a good performance because we have a winning touch right now. And I know as a player, I was once a player for Villa, but we can put that aside because now I'm a KCC player, and as a club we want to win that game so that we can get a comfortable lead.
As a team, we are well prepared and we are most likely to get those points because those fans won't be around and there won't be much pressure because we are really prepared. With my form, the current form, it's just a matter of playing many games, like keeping yourself fit, being fit all the time, and the encouragement from my colleagues, my teammates, the encouragement from the coach, and experience trying to get from the national team, bring it back to the club. Yeah, I think we are well prepared and we are most likely to get those points.
Well, there you have it from Rogers Mato and Geoffrey Waswa, a former player at SC Villa. Well, like I told you, that game will be happening this week, Friday, 25th November, at a yet-to-be-identified venue because of that ban that SC Villa is serving. All their home games will have no fans, at least the next 5 games, and we'll be getting to know where that game will be happening. Now, before we wrap up this week's show, we have a video compilation from different Kcca Fc players towards all Senior 6 students that will be sitting for their final papers, that is tomorrow. We have players in Dominic Aida, who is a student at Chivalry SS. We have players like Sebulime Pius, a former player of the Soccer Academy, that is for Kcca Fc, playing for Shark or St. Henry's Chitovu. A player in Abu Mayanja who scored the winning goal for Kcca Fc Soccer Academy during the Cambiaso and Rainbow International Tournament that happened in Tanzania about 2 months ago, and a couple of other players that will be sitting their final papers. The players at Kcca Fc had to come up with something, a message to these students, because most of them have been like them. They have been in their shoes, they have sat for these papers before. So for all the Senior 6 leavers, here's a message from all the Kcca Fc players ahead of your papers tomorrow. Enjoy this.
I wish all the players of Kcca who are going to do their USCA examinations, especially Kawoya and Ayala Dominic, and the rest of the junior players, I wish you the best of luck.
I wish you success, Ayala, Dominic, in your papers. All the best, my brother. We wish you the best. We are all behind you.
Basically, I would like to take this opportunity to wish the entire Kcca family, the fans, the young fans out there who are going to do their finals, plus the players, namely Ayala, who is going to do his Senior 6. We'd like to wish you all the best. This is a club that pushes players and everybody to pursue their education. So it's a good thing to be at school. Ayala, we wish you all the best in your exams, and yeah.
Well, guys, that's a wrap from us this week. That's been season 4, episode 2 of the Kcca Fc TV show. So much that we had on the show tonight. The Soccer Academy watched that fantastic interview from that teenager, Dennis Semuju, a former Vakist from Chivalry SS, and also that video compilation from the Kcca Fc players towards all Senior 6 students that will be sitting their papers starting this coming week. Just a message to tell you that all the best and success in your exam. So to the players in Dominic Aida, players in Pius Sebulime, Abu Mayanja, and the rest that will be sitting for your papers, all I can say from us, Kcca Fc TV, and to all of you out there, all the best and success. It's a wrap. We'll be winding this up with the Sponsors Corner. Like I said, Magero Moses Mwanje is my name. Let's meet next week. Have a good night.